from ConsumerJustice.com. Jerry Jarzombek, attorney, and Bud Hibbs, talking about credit and debt and all sorts of issues out there. Every time I pick up the paper, I do find another story of somebody owes a lot of money and the collection agency sent after them, kind of went off the deep end. There are laws that they have to follow. Now, there are some good collectors out there. They do their job. They follow the law. What is a collector allowed to do and not allowed to do?
I always want to give kudos to the American Collectors Association. Sure. I personally think they do a good job. They have a very good group. They're well run, very well organized. Some of their members are friends of mine. There are some very good collectors. There are accounts that need to go to collections, and that job needs to be done. It just doesn't need to be done under threat of going to jail or physical things happening to you and other things.
What does the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act allow you to do?
It's more a list of what you can't do. Calling before 8 o'clock in the morning or after 9 o'clock at night. You shouldn't use disparaging remarks, and you shouldn't use language that somebody would find to be abusive. And you can't make misrepresentations about the debt or the status of the debt. For example, the caller who said that she owed a debt that she'd already paid. That particular situation is a misrepresentation of the status of a debt. She doesn't owe the money. So it's more a list of the can't-dos than the do's.
Most people are surprised to hear if they call you at your place of employment and you say, I'm prohibited from accepting these types of calls where I work, that collector is then bound to cease all calls to your place of employment.
Okay.
A lot of them will violate that. They'll continue to call. They'll make it known to a third party. All of that is illegal under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act.
Now, if you're getting a call, you have somebody who's very aggressive about this, and perhaps they're walking the fine line, and you're at home and you're getting a call once an hour, or once every 2 hours, once every 3, whatever. You're getting a lot of calls. Is there a way to stop these procedures from taking place?
The first and easiest thing you can do is send them a letter. It's got to be in writing. Make sure that there's some proof of delivery.
Certified?
If certified, or by a fax with a return receipt.
And let me reiterate here. If you go to Consumer Justice, one of the things we're including now in this list of collectors are the fax numbers so you can do this.
Okay. And you send them this letter and tell them, don't contact me. Now, when you say don't contact me, that means by any medium. You're not going to choose a medium because you can't do that. You can't say just in writing. If it's no contact, it's no contact, and tell them so. The situation is, will they abide by that? If they're calling you every hour and you're answering the phone every hour so that you really and truly actually communicate with them, that's abusive.
Yeah.
And how often they can call you daily or weekly is clearly a matter of the dialogue that's going on between the parties.
Right.
If you say, sure, I'll send you a check, I'll do it on Friday, and you get called on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, well, there's no need to call Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday's the day you needed to be reminded to send them the check because that's when you get paid.
Okay.
So, but what they must understand is that a debt collector, by law, must send you a written notice within 5 days of the initial contact. So if he calls you on Monday, by Friday a letter has to go out and say, I'm ABC Collection Agency, you owe this debt, etc. And again, I want to reiterate, don't ever, under any conditions, give a debt collector access to your checking account or credit cards. So many people will call me and say, Bud, I gave so-and-so my Visa card, my debit card number, and they wiped out my account. I need a lawyer to sue them. I said, wait, you gave them permission.
Yeah.
The only question here is you thought it was $100 and they found out there was $1,000, so they took it all.